We think desktop video is going to be the next big thing. Imagine this in classrooms. Imagine classroom video reports. Imagine this with parents. Imagine the Steven Spielbergs of the world being able to use this technology when they're kids. It's going to be unbelievable.
The skill of storytelling using video is becoming something that everybody needs to be able to do.
You are not going to graduate from high school now without making a movie. Visual literacy is part of what we need to teach. Even if you don't become a filmmaker, you need to know what goes into making a film, because films will manipulate you through the media if you don't know what's happening with them.
It is expected that you will make video as part of your job, and that is going to be the sort of thing that the next generation grows up with. That'll be just what they do. Video production won't be special. Doesn't mean there won't be people who are still making great film, great television, but what it means is that if I have a great idea and I have a few friends, we can probably make something without having to wait 10 years to get together a $700,000 budget to make our short feature.
Final Cut Pro 10 allows you to fail cheaper. You can fail for a fraction of the cost and make your first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, 50th movie for what it cost me to make my first one.
I strongly disagree with the previous state of the industry where only people who have access to a lot of money can actually learn how to make movies. That's not fair.
Today, you have very little excuse not to make a film if you really want to make a film. Because you don't have to buy the film. You don't have to process the film. You don't have to transfer the film to videotape. You don't have to have negative cut.
When the printing press was invented, the church wasn't so happy in general because suddenly they couldn't control the message. And we fast forward, and the word processor becomes ubiquitous. Laser printers become ubiquitous. I can do desktop publishing. How many Hemingways are there out there? But suddenly, there's no longer the excuse, I don't own the typewriter, I don't own the pen, I don't own the tools. I have a phone in my pocket that I, as a filmmaker in film school, would have killed to have a picture of this sort of quality.
You can shoot video on your phone. You can even rough it together in iMovie on your phone. And if you're really smart, you could push it off to Final Cut from there.
How many times as a creative do you have a story in your head? And then what has happened in the past is, okay, it's a great idea, but there's no way of making it come true. There's no way of making it happen. And now, there's no excuse. You don't have an excuse. If you're a creative person and you want to tell a story, you have everything it takes to tell a story. So if you don't do it, it's your fault.
With video, I can tell stories, influence people, and connect with others on a whole new level. I get a lot of inquiries from people wanting me to do small to large projects for them. I have 2 buttons that control certain actions and commands when hooked up to my Mac. The accessibility works really well with Final Cut Pro because it is the same operating system, so I don't get glitches. While editing the video, I am using my keyboard for Final Cut Pro X. The first thing that I do, look at every video and pick my shots, and then start my editing process. Second thing that I do, put in any transitions, titles and/or effects. After that, I start with the sound, make sure the levels are good. During this process, I am watching the film over and over again. Switch control has made such an impact in my life. It has given me the opportunity to express myself both personally and professionally. It has helped break down barriers and allows people to see the real me and to see my true talents.
Randy Ubelos, he gave us a tool for the common man that is it's vital for our future.
The mechanics of editing have kind of gone away. And it really now comes down to storytelling. Making it easier for somebody to tell a story means that someone's more likely to do it. If they have a story and they can tell it easily, that means we get to see more of those stories, which I think is really cool.